Hello and welcome back to Surf Midnight. So last time we defeated Kozma and let's go mom for reals this time, I think. Yeah. And now we're gonna go see Bunny. She's still she's the anti-Weaver. That's not what you call it, is it? Whatever, fake Weaver person, whatever they called it. Maybe just anti-Weaver, I don't know. But yeah.
Wish me luck. I'm not out here in a few minutes. Call the authorities.
What are you trying to? That box? I don't know. It's a deer too. Yeah. So I didn't wanna.
What to say to her? What is there to even say?
Swear to God, you interrupt me so many times in this game. I not your fault, not the game's fault by any means. It's you can't know when I'm gonna talk. But anyway, like last time, look at all these animals. It's very ominous. Last time I chose not to continue, despite the fact that I have no idea how long this is gonna be, But it could have been a short thing where you just go to the mansion and there's a fight or something and that's it. I don't know if this is a whole chapter, like a big chapter, just like one little thing. So this might be a short video.
Maybe all of this will clear up.
Guess we'll see, but because I was wondering, like, how much could there be,
All right.
But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully that's gonna be at least enough for like half a video. I don't know.
Lily, are you back? How did you? Oh, you're more powerful than I thought.
Is that Molly's heart?
Why didn't it work? It should have brought Sherry back.
You can't bring back the dead.
You did something, didn't you? That's why the magic failed.
I heard your baby's spirit crying. In a tree. She was in pain. I did everything I could to help her.
In pain? Or just in your way? You have no idea what loss feels like.
Kinda lost my dad. I don't know.
I was
Little
so
bit?
raw it hurt to breathe. I'd see cars with those baby on board signs and just want to ram them. This town's full of people who don't deserve their kids, who beat them right in the middle of a store. Why are their children still alive and not my Cherie?
I can't imagine what it's like to lose a child. But the things you've done ain't right.
Everything I've done was for Cherie. You had no right to tamper with her spirit.
You had no right. You've hurt everyone around you. You murdered Molly.
I don't want to hear this.
You need to change. To make up for what you've done.
I can't. I don't even know what to live for anymore.
There is a way you can see Cherie again.
I don't believe in heaven. If you came here to kill me.
No. But there is a town for folks who can't move on. Or won't. You can't do any more harm there. But think it through, Bunny. I've seen what happens to folks who can't let go of the past. Your choice.
Cherie's baby brush. She was so tender-headed, I'd get cross with her. Now I'd give anything to brush her hair again.
And you can, my darling.
I know who you are. It won't really be her.
You'll never be able to tell the difference, I promise.
I won't.
Not if you don't want to.
You're very kind.
I don't know how I feel about this.
There's a fine line between mercy and justice. Ain't that right, Hazel Flood? You chose a hard road for yourself.
I know.
Hmm.
Oh, shit! Hazel! Mama! Oh, good Lord. Are you hurt?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I got a lot to tell you.
I got time.
Okay, well, shoot. I could have easily finished it last time. God damn it. Huh. What do I do now? This has been 6 minutes. This is way shorter than I thought. Well, this was inevitably gonna happen in the video. I was gonna, you know, get to the end and, well, the next video. I don't know what to do. But I guess I'll at least, you know, get through the credits and, well, I've already said so much about what I feel about the game. I don't know. I don't know. Like, what do I say after all is said and done with the game, you know? Like, I have said so much already, you know, about how I feel about the general gameplay, how I feel about how just a lot of it is a bit repetitive, a bit, you know, not particularly interesting. Like, after, you know, the first few chapters and you get into the swing of things, you know, there's a definite structure to the game, and that's not necessarily a bad thing to have, you know, a general gameplay loop, a general, you know, thing you want the player to do. But, like, it's very rare that it does sway from that as well. Especially when it comes to battles, you know, the combat is just not great. Like, it's fine, but man, is it really repetitive and boring after a while. Like, I just can't deny that. There's not a lot new that happens. Like, we fight some new enemies every once in a while, sure. But besides the occasional, you know, new enemy, battles are always the same flat plane. You fight some enemies, you know, you don't do anything new, you know. There's really no difference between late game enemies and early game enemies, really, you know. Like enemy encounters, I mean. Obviously there's new enemies in the late game that you haven't seen in the early game, but you know what I mean, like, that's like the only thing. And unfortunately there's not enough enemies where it can even be like, okay, so there's a lot of enemies you can fight, a lot of different types at least. But like there's like maximum of like 6 or 7, I think. I don't know exactly how many, but that's not a lot. But you know, like I like the boss battles. The boss battles are fun. Like nothing too like crazy amazing or anything, you know. But they're all different enough from each other, you know. So you know, that's that. Certain environments are fun, you know. I towards the end it started doing a little bit more fantastical, strange worlds, you know. But you know, in the early game, you know, it was a lot more, you know, again, naturalistic, and you know, sure there were weird environments in a way, you know, weird characters and stuff. But for the most part, it was again pretty, yeah, like naturalistic and like, you know, trying, you know, not and that, and again, how that's the point, you know. I do get that. I can't say that I like the environments, but some of them also do blend together. Like, you know, like there are some that are more distinct than others, but it is a lot of, again, forests, swamps, and you know, things like that. And you know, it makes sense where we are. That's the environment it would be. But considering all the fantastical elements of the game that it has, clearly, you know, it doesn't use them as much as I thought it could. I like the dancing scene there, you know. But definitely other moments, a lot of fun moments, a lot of interesting moments, a lot of strange stuff, you know. Did we ever... I don't know if the giant creature we saw in the city is supposed to be Kuzma or something or anything like that. Because we saw that giant creature in the city, maybe it's just, again, supposed to be just a big old creature in the world. You're not supposed to ever find it again, but I am surprised we didn't see it again, or maybe it was supposed to be someone like the you know, the swamp monster whose name I forgot now, but could be there. But I don't know. It looked bigger. It looked even way huger. You know, it was like towering. I don't know. And also, the ending here is odd to me a little bit. Like, so you decided to send your grandmother into this eternal, you know, limbo of sorts, of constantly existing in a world of her own mind. Is that really what you like? Yeah, she kind of sucks. I'm not gonna say she doesn't, and but also she has trauma from losing her child, obviously, you know. And I don't know. I feel like we are supposed to have some sympathy for her because of that. Like, the whole game indicates that you're supposed to care about, you're supposed to look past people's, you know, flaws and look at the whole, if that makes sense. That seems to be what it's saying. And you know, that traumas and things in the past, and you know, them turning into giant monsters and stuff, you know, lashing out, and you know, all that stuff. It's a metaphor, you know. It's, you know, it's supposed to be slightly metaphorical, I'm pretty sure, even if it's, again, literal in this game. But you know, that's just how media works. Gotta show it literally being giant monsters. But you know, like yeah. So I don't know about that ending really. I mean, it's a strange ending. Like it's happy ending for us. We got our mother back and everything, you know. But also we sent our grandmother to a weird space that we kind of know sucks, and she's gonna be there forever. I don't know. It feels a bit weird. Like the story is interesting. There's definitely interesting parts. I don't know how I feel about Hazel as a character though. Like we don't actually get a ton about her. Like she's determined. She wants to rescue her mother, you know. But she doesn't have many flaws herself. She doesn't have like she's not really going through. It's not really like a. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say what I'm trying to say here, but like you understand what I mean. Like she's not flawless, but she's also she's a protagonist. She's supposed to just be powerful and I don't know. It's weird because I don't know. I'm not sure. It's I have a lot of mixed feelings about this game. I really do. I went into this game, being intrigued by the trailer and the world, and there's a lot of clear care put into this game, there's obviously a lot of Sauron elements. The world is based on the South, not South America, but the United States South is what I mean. It's weird how you have to say it that way, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's obviously the American South, but anyway, and there's a lot in there. I don't know. I can't claim to know a ton about that, especially the Black American South, which obviously this is mostly inspired by, and has many characters that are black and obviously, have influences of, as we can hear in the music, jazz and stuff, and all that stuff, various references to certain things of American South, Black South especially, that I don't necessarily understand. There's certain certain aspects I have cultural knowledge of, but also some I don't. And some of it also I think is original. It's not just a parallel to something in real life, I don't think. Or inspired by anything. Could be wrong about that. Could be there's more than I know, but if there is, then that's cool. But also I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't think Hogging Molly has any relation to anything in real life. I think it's just made for the game, but maybe. I don't know. Things like that, I'm like, could that be something now? But I don't know. But yeah, like these are surprisingly long credits. I don't know why I'm surprised by that, but they just keep going. I'm surprised it keeps going. I mean, it is I guess the studio is big now, and you have a lot of people in various things. I don't know what I'm trying to say, you know. It's also possible it has been looping and I haven't noticed. I don't think it has though. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot to love though. The music. The music is just like all the original music, you know, it's great, you know, like there's so much, you know, so many of these environments and scenes and, you know, things are made so much better by the music, you know, especially those points where it's a little bit less interesting in terms of the world. Having the music there helps a lot with that, for sure. And, you know, obviously I don't want to talk over it, but I sometimes do. But if you are just playing this and listening to the music and going, it would definitely add a lot more to the game. And that is an unfortunate thing about doing Let's Plays, that I kind of have to talk over it sometimes, you know. But yeah. What else? I mean, I've said as many things as I can say throughout the game, and a lot of it still holds true. Like I am glad that the game didn't flop the ending, didn't you know, completely screw it up. I did like the final world, if you can call it that, and the final stuff here. It's a bit unfortunate that, you know, I chose to stop the video last time, even though there was a very little amount of game left, but hey, you know, that happens. Man, it's a long credits. It's already 20 minutes. Is that like 15 minutes in these credits or something? I don't even know, but jeez. Gotta do all the Xbox stuff, obviously. Every single one. I mean, you know, credits are important. I'm not gonna say they're not, but man, that's a lot of people who did something. Certainly did. It's kind of wild to think about all these people. They were involved in some way. You know, maybe not directly with the game, but there's a reason why I'm playing this game right now, and that has to do with Xbox and Microsoft in some way, because it's on Xbox Game Pass, you know, and it's published by them and everything, you know. So, you know, I'm just kind of like, every single one of these people had something to do with this. Like, Xbox Game Studios Music and Talent, did they have actually something to do with this? Maybe? I couldn't imagine how complicated making a game at this scale is, I suppose. Like, indie games, you know, you kind of just... A whole game was made by like a few people, but a game like this is made by like hundreds of people, you know? Sometimes thousands even, maybe, like with even bigger studios than... Like obviously a lot of this is Xbox people and not directly what was the name of the studio who made this again? Shoot. Convulsion? Is that right? Yeah, I think so. Something like that. Anyway. Yeah. But you know. Gotta credit the people. Yeah. Interesting to see interviewing and Rare there. Special thanks, huh? I mean, yeah. A lot of people, man. You really never think about it that much, but jeez. Are we done here? Is that the final credits? Maybe? I mean, it could be a post-credit scene. Guess we'll see. Well, I mean, I think that's pretty much everything I need to say. So, unless there's a little extra scene here, I guess I'm gonna stop the video. It's weird to have a short video like this, but that happens, and you know, yeah, yeah.
And that's how
Oh.
a new weaver came to be in Prospero.
Well, well. Not bad at all, Hazelfluff.
Really sucks about the cutscene stuff.
I gotta get going. Instead, I meet Ma and Laurent for dinner. See y'all later.
Alright, well, that's nice little extra scene. I was gonna say, like, we didn't really get a conclusion with the catfish or anything. Continue probably just puts us at the start of last chapter. I don't know. Just searching for anything to do, you know, yeah. I don't know. But I don't think that's gonna be.
Lily?
Oh, actually, wow, okay.
Are you
It even stops right there at the. Okay, sure. Anyway, yeah. Oh boy, I have to go through this again. Okay, these I can skip. You know. Replay chapters. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, like obviously do the collectible stuff. You know, always do the collectible stuff if you want to replay it. Not the most replayable game, I suppose, if you can call it. You know, like it's again. I am surprised I didn't actually get the last upgrade point thing to upgrade with. You know, but you know, I sure you can sort of choose your upgrade path, but not really. You're likely gonna get everything in the first go like I did. I don't know. But again, the game just has some gameplay things, things that I wish was a little bit better, you know. But yeah. Alright, well, weird video. Really didn't do a whole lot. I guess I'll do like a bonus video today or something, like just play a little game, you know, extra game. Because I was like, oh, that's it, huh? I do want to play something, and I can't say I played a whole lot. I walked up to the mansion and got a cutscene. Alright, well, you know, yeah. That's it though. That's it. Alright. Yeah. I liked it. I liked the game. But it could have been better in some ways, and not disappointed by it. I don't want to say that, but it definitely could have been better. Like it's certainly the most 7 out of 10 game I've ever played. Well, not ever, but you know, certainly very 7 out of 10 in terms of like, yeah, you know, it's a good foundation. There's a lot of good stuff in there, but also it has definite flaws and definite things that could be improved. That would definitely make it a much better game. You know, it's definitely got that specific kind of. This is the kind of 7 out of 10 game you expect when you hear 7 out of 10. You know, it's like perfectly fine in many ways, but nothing too special in terms of gameplay and yeah. But you know, it you know, it kept my attention more than the last game did. I obviously didn't play it on the channel, but you know, having played it off the channel I played it a little while, you know, a few hours, and ultimately did not decide to continue it. But this one did. Did keep my attention. And I certainly want to see what else you can do. Like, they obviously, you know, the studio with a lot of talent, with a lot of potential to make great games. And, you know, I enjoyed this game, and I enjoyed, you know, totally blanking on the name now, Contrast. Obviously that was when they were maybe new. It was like their first game. So obviously different scope. Like, the scope has definitely gotten a lot bigger, you know. But yeah, you know, this is you know, all the games are very different from each other. So who knows what they're gonna make next? But yeah, whatever they make, I'm interested in. They certainly have talent and they certainly have passion. That is something I cannot say for a lot of. I don't know if it's just AAA at this point. I mean, it's Xbox published and certainly it certainly looks good and everything. I don't know if it's considered AAA, but I don't know how much was put into this game in terms of that. But looking at all the credits, it certainly seems like there's a lot of people who worked on it. So I guess we can call it that. I have no idea anymore what is considered that, because a lot of indie games can maybe not quite look and be as involved and, you know, long as this game can be, but, you know, still they certainly have tried. Certainly some games that try to. Sorry, I have a cat on me right now and he's being really persistent about being pet. Alright, I should stop the video. You know, there wasn't a whole lot left, unfortunately. So guess I'll play another little game, just as a bonus video on the channel today here. Sure, that's what I'll do. Alright, see you next time.